where the mountains kiss the sky. I roamed the ancient forests, where the wild things live and die. One day I met a ranger, wise with eyes of deepest gray. He saw my yearning spirit, and he had some words to say. He said, take this sword, young dreamer, forged in fires old and bright. It's a gift from ancient guardians to guide you through the night. With this blade you'll find your courage when the path is dark and long. In your hands it's not just metal, but the heart of nature's song.
Okay guys, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Let's just pause this music because I don't need it to keep playing. So I hope you guys can hear me. You guys should be able to. I was having a wonderful day on this, I have no idea what day of the week it is. Let's just call it a day of the week. So today, what we're doing today is we're in my kitchen. And what we're doing today is I'm going to show you how to make home mushroom growing kits. So I'll show you what they look like. These are the mushroom growing kits ready to go. So I'm making these. I'm going to be teaching a class next Thursday in Bluefield. But today we're going to do a quick little walkthrough, a little live walkthrough. I'm also going to have a link to a video on how to do this as well. You can visit my Rumble channel, which is I'm not sure what's going to be on Rumble. It'll probably be on this one, Just in Time Garden. It might be on GGX, but it'll be on Just in Time Garden. Or you can also visit the YouTube or any place else that I post my videos up. Anyways, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have questions, just type them below and I will answer them for you. So let's break down what you're actually going to need today. So one thing you're going to need, make this easy. You're going to need little plastic containers. So you're going to need a container and a lid. You're going to need some hardwood premium pellets. Pick those up on Amazon, but if you live in a rural area, you might be able to find them someplace else. And then you're going to need some mushroom spawn. So here is a old mushroom brick with some mushroom spawn in it. So those are the three main things. And then you're going to need some water. So let me break it down easy for you. The very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take this outside and you are going to put holes into your container and then one hole up top. As soon as you get the holes in the container, next thing you're going to do is you're going to tape them up. What these holes are going to be is in the future, when the spawn starts sprouting out, these are going to be places where the fruiting body can leave your container. So in the bags, you usually slit them. This just makes it easier. At least this is what I've done for all of the years and such I did. So, first thing that you're going to do is you are going to, with what we're doing is you're going to get a cup of your wood pellets. So you guys can see just regular run-of-the-mill wood pellets. So these are hardwood wood pellets. Nice thing about these is because the way they're mated, they're pretty much already pasteurized. So what we're going to do with them is we are pouring them into here. And then what I've learned is it's 2 glasses of hot water, 2 cups per one thing of pellet. Sometimes it's a little bit more. 2 to 1 seems to be the best, maybe give or take a little bit. You don't want it to be dry. You want this to be very wet. And then you're going to stir it up. Now, the downfall of this is it takes about, they have to sit for about 30 minutes. Because it really, you need these pellets to get nice and high. And you need them to get, words. You need them to get hydrated. That's the word we're talking about. So, I did this earlier. I've been doing kits all day. So here is what it looks like. So I think it looks like a wood oatmeal. So you get your wood oatmeal. It doesn't taste like wood oatmeal. It tastes like wood. But get your wood oatmeal. You want it to have a nice consistency. You want it to be kind of squishy. You know, I mean, you don't want water to squish out of it, but you don't want this to feel dry. You want this to, you know, be a little damp. So you're going to take that. I'm going to show you the trick that I have found works really good for me when we're talking about these kits. So that's not the one I want. I have one sitting around here. Over here. So what I do is, because we need, this is going to take roughly a little bit more than 3 cups. So we're going to put 1 cup in here. Then we're going to get a 2nd cup. We're going to put it in here as well. Then we're going to come over here to the spawn, and I'll show you guys some spawn. I'll grab a spawn. Here's a good chunk. So you're going to want a spawn. You're going to want some mycelia in it, so you guys can see the mycelia growing. Yum, mycelia. You're going to want it growing on here. And you're going to take a pretty decent clump, because what you're going to want somewhere between 2 to 3 ounces in here. So you're going to take that in here, and you're going to break it up. So you're just squishing it up, breaking it up in here. Now you're going to stick a lid on this. So I actually need to do this because I need this container. And then you're just going to shake this up. You want the spawn, you want the mycelia to mix all into this. So this is just a regular one. You see it has no holes in it. All I'm doing is using it as a shaker. Just going to shake this bad boy up. Get it going good. And then I'll just dump it in here. Now, a lot sticks to the side because this is spawn, so you're going to want to make sure all the good juice, all the good stuff is in here, because this is what you want. It's the good stuff, man. And once you get all that in here, mix it up a little bit more. It's also a good way to make sure you can check the dampness to make sure it's not too wet or that it is actually not too dry. This is good. It should feel like kind of a little bit like wet dirt. Then you get yourself your little container, just like so. The one you've already pre-put the holes in it and pre-put the tape on it. And then you carefully, without spilling, you just dump it in there. There's some more stuck here at the bottom, so we're going to scoop in that. And voila, and then you get the lid, which that's over here. You put your lid on it, and then you date it. You make sure that you know what today's date is. So we're going to talk a little bit more. I'll do another video when these start sprouting, or when they start fruiting. We'll do another video like a week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now. Depends on when they start. And we're going to talk about what the next steps to do, how to keep this propagating, because you should be able to propagate this a handful of times with this. But then you should be able to use one of these and turn it into more spawn, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing most of the day. If you guys are wondering why you haven't seen me around, but this is for class. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, come and hang out. Come over our Discord, discord.gg/, it's a bunch of letters. It should be in the description below. If you're following this on most of the social media, you can find it on there. So all that kind of good stuff. So that's really what I'm going to get back to doing. I got to make a bunch of kits. So I got a bunch of kits to make. So I can't. Why did I do that? That's interesting. So yeah, I'll just give you guys perspective. Here's some of the kits I've made so far. So I pre-make all the kits for my classes, and then we go through how to make all the kits, because I don't know if you can tell, but it is kind of messy. What we're doing is we are making lion's mane spawn kits to be able to spawn your own lion's mane mushrooms. It's what's great about it is you don't need a lot of material. You just need, really, I'll just show you again. Really, just you got your spawn. So you've got your mushroom spawn. Really, what you're looking for is you're looking for your mycelia right here. And then you are going to make, and then your hardwood pellets. Again, these are just run-of-the-mill, like what you put into a wood stove. The reason I like these hardwood pellets is not only do I use them for this project, but they're really good with my bees. So that works out really good. So see, that's cool. If you've got, some people are lucky and they've got lion's mane growing everywhere, but lion's mane is such an amazing thing. If you've got it growing in your wood, you can actually take some of that and start your own spawn and start your own stuff. But I like to have kits to control. Like I was breaking down, I made another kit. This is one of the other kits that I have. This is a pink oyster mushroom. This is from a kit. We did pink oyster mushroom class last year. And so Turkey of the Woods. Turkey of the Woods is good. There's lots of. I live here in Appalachia, so I'm here in southern West Virginia, and so we have lots of wonderful things that grow in the woods. Lots of really fun things. The molly moochers, or what are molly moochers called? Morels. They're really fun. Turkey tail. Turkey tail is really good as well. It has a lot of medicinal purposes. As someone who is a survivalist, as a forager, for a long, long time, I avoided mushrooms. I just pretty much didn't do anything with mushrooms for a very long time. And then I just thought it was just absolutely silly because they're so useful. And then when I started researching how to, got into biohacking and how to make my brain work better, I found that lion's mane really, really does make a difference. And it is amazing how wonderful lion's mane does work to make you feel more alert. And some people say that there's byproducts, there's downfalls to it. The other reason I have lion's mane always on hand is if you ever have some people doing some psilocybin, you have friends that are having a bad psilocybin trip, you can give them lion's mane mushroom and it'll help calm that trip down. And so as a biohacker, there's lots of fun things that you try, and I always want to make sure that things are as safe as possible. So I check it myself, but then I also want to know, because sometimes we all go out and people do lots of silly things, and I want to make sure that if people are out there doing silly things, we can make sure that I have some way to counteract all things, because everything nature has a plan to counteract just about everything, which is kind of cool. So. Lion's mane steaks, okay. That's tasty. I mostly just grind it up and put it in. Into food. I mean, into my coffees and such like that. But yeah, eating it like that would be spectacular. I've also grown shiitake, maitake. I've grown lots of different mushrooms outside. Lots of good stuff. But these kits are nice because I can control when they fruit, when I want to have them. I can't really necessarily control the yield, but I can control lots of aspects of them. And they're really easy to give to other people. And I like these better than the bags. The bags are a little wasteful. And if you use these containers right, you can keep reusing them. And they usually don't get cross-contaminated very much. Very often they don't. They occasionally do, but they don't. So what you're seeing here do again. So do I make a living growing these? No, I absolutely do not. So I run a nonprofit. I run a nonprofit called the Mavis Institute, or if you look at mavispharmacy.com. What I do is I just teach people how to do sustainable living, from gardening, farming, raising chickens, just doing stuff in your backyard. What I do for a living is I'm a day trader, and I'm a day trader and a handyman. I do lots of little odd jobs around, and I trade crypto and stocks. That's what I do for money. Everything else is I just live life. So have chickens, pig, farm, guineas, ducks. So do hay, gardens, live on 33 acres here. But like I said, I'm the director of a nonprofit. My whole goal is to just get everybody to be slightly more sustainable, slightly more. I want you to have control of your life. I want you to either, most people don't know how to forage. Most people don't know how to do lots of stuff. So I just kind of want to teach everyone a little bit, lots of cool tricks, and to show you that there's a lot of wonderful things that you can do at home. So after you shake that up for a bit, what you're doing is you're getting that mycelia all stirred up in there really good. I then pour it in here. Get the extra good stuff out. And like I said, we're checking, making sure that the wood oatmeal is not too dry. This one actually, I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of water to that because I'm not too happy. It seems a little drier than I wanted. That was about 2 ounces of water for those that, you know, think math is important and want to know exact measurements. So being that I, you know, as an herbalist, I practice folk herbalism. What the difference between folk and clinical is: folk is you guess. You just kind of eye it. Clinical is where you use exact measurements. I'm not very good at exact measurement type things. I do a lot of just by the feels or what seems to be right. So then after you get this mixed up, just showing you again, because I have to make a bunch of these kits, so you guys just get to watch. And you just mix that in here. Try not to spill any. So, and then you want that to be, you want this to come up just under here, so about that much. So I'm just going to go and add a little bit more to the top here. Let's get some of this. Add a little bit more to the top. Just want to have enough growing medium so that you get a good, so it can really take over and you can get a good yield. And then back to where we were talking about, and then voila, good to go. You got another kit ready to go. I mean, you can even, until you get this kit settled, you can even shake this kit up a little bit. So I've got at 6, that's 8 kits. I got about 12. I got about 12 kits to make, so I'll be working on making all those kits. I'll probably make one more while we're sitting around here chit-chatting. So if anybody else has any additional questions. But yeah, if you used to follow me on DLive, sorry, I know at evening I'm in playing games. It's just, man, things have just been so busy around here. We are, I'm redoing some stuff in the barn, and there's just so much stuff I've been busy with. And I haven't got a chance to really get into doing stuff with the gardening. If guys, my Substack, X Factor Firefly, and my Substack, you guys can see I keep that up to date with all the farming stuff. So, also, if you guys, I think I told you guys before, but some of you might not know, is I'm now doing life navigation coaching. So I'm combining that with my permaculture knowledge, and so I'm using sustainable living, off-grid living, homesteading, and permaculture to kind of, if you're lost and you don't know what you want to do with your life, I can help guide you through finding cool things to do and how to be the best version of you, because I'm not sure if you guys pay attention to what's happening in the tech world, but regardless of your opinion on AI, if you really think what it is or not, it is starting to be disruptive. This reminds me of the early days of the internet. And I saw how disruptive the early days of the internet, as someone who used BBSs back in the day, and saw how disruptive that could become from when BBSs to when AOL came about to then when, you know, we all pretty much live online now. So this AI is really feeling like that to me right now. It's starting to give me that vibe. So I highly suggest, if you don't know anything about it, learn a little. You don't have to you know, sell your soul to it or anything, but do learn a little bit of the tricks. Learn about how to use LLM models, how to maybe Hugging Face. If you don't know what Hugging Face is, look it up. It helps you build your own. But it's pretty cool. It'll do a lot of wonderful things for you. So very, very interesting times that we're living in. But one thing that we will always have, regardless, is it'll always be useful to grow and make your own food. So That is a skill. People always need to eat. People always need to grow food. People will always want control over the food that they're growing. So if you are young or you just don't know, you're afraid of the future and you don't know what to do, I would say my best advice to you is food. It's a multi-trillion-dollar business. It is bigger than the internet. It is bigger than porn. It is bigger than anything because everybody needs to eat. So you just find your niche in the food industry, in creating and making food, and you will be just fine. At least I think you will be. That's my opinion on things. I got lots of opinion on things, so okay. Let's get another kit ready to go. I just got to do this when no one's home because I make a mess and no one likes when I no one likes when I make a mess. No one likes it all when I make a mess. They get angry at me. I mean, I'm really good at it. So very, very skilled at the mess making. So we got this kit. That would mean we've got 2 more to go. So anyways, guys, I was just doing a short little video. I got a lot more. We got to get in. It's been a while since we got in and checked out the bees. I need to be doing the bees later, probably in the next couple of weeks, because we need to get in there. We need to inspect the bees. We need to see if there's anything wrong with anything like that. So anyways, guys, it was awesome chatting with you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys all later. And if you like this kind of stuff, check me out. Or if you guys want to jump in and play games with me tonight, probably about 10 o'clock this evening Eastern time, we'll jump on. We're probably going to play another round or so of Shadow of the Doubt. So anyways, guys, it was wonderful seeing you. I will check you guys all out later. Adios.